Yo, what's up? Today, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be rating the RobTop levels that I've beaten. I haven't beat Club Step, Deadlocked, or Theory of Everything too, but now that I think about it, I think I'm just gonna rank all of them, because I have opinions about these levels. So we're gonna start off with Stereo Madness. If I had to start over again, play Stereo Madness, spend a few hundred attempts because I absolutely sucked on it, I would want to put a bullet through my head. So it's going in D, but it's not going in E and F because these have very there's a few levels which are certainly gonna go here, and Stereo Madness isn't one of them. Back on Track, I think is a pretty enjoyable level. I don't think it's in the Sab tier, but I like it quite a bit. I don't mind playing it. Same thing with Poltergeist. Both of these have really good songs. And I always thought that the level was called Poltergeist, like the ghost, but I guess not. I just noticed it a few days back. So these four levels, I think they're rated pretty fairly. Oh my gosh. Then we have Dry Out. The thing that Dry Out makes me think about when I play it is death, pain, suffering, and eternal fire. Put Dry Out in F. It introduces anti-gravity, which I'm not a big fan of. The song is absolute trash, and when I went back to replay it to get all the coins, I felt empty inside. I couldn't feel pain. I couldn't feel happiness. I felt terrible. Then we have Bass After Bass. Bass After Bass, pretty middle of the road, forgettable, I'd say. I think it can go in C. I Can't Let Go. I like Can't Let Go quite a bit. I'm not a huge fan of the memorization aspect of the game, but I think that Can't Let Go does it pretty well. It's not hard to remember, and it's at the same time it's pretty fun. I enjoy Can't Let Go. What's up next? Oh my gosh. Now, this is likely a very unpopular opinion because supposedly there's a lot of people who like Jumper based on the community's RobTop level tier list. Which all I can say is they're objectively stupid, because Jumper is probably the worst level to ever be created in Geometry Dash, and I'm talking worse than any of the created levels, alright? Even Secoop Wall. Secoop Wall has better gameplay than Jumper. Jumper, if there was an F minus 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 minus, it would be lower than that, alright? I might need to create a new tier just for Jumper. Is it possible to do that? No. I guess not. Alright, anyways. Then there's Time Machine. I don't like Time Machine very much. It introduces the Mirror Portal, which the Mirror Portal is universally hated, so I'm gonna put it in D. The song is okay, but it's not a very enjoyable level to play. Then we have Cycles, which, thinking about it, Cycles isn't that bad of a level. I don't think it's an A or S, but I don't think it's down here in this cesspool. Yes. Now we're starting to get into the meat of this whole tier list. X-Step. Oh my gosh, I love X-Step. X-Step, just put it in S. I mean, Ball is probably my third best game mode behind Ship and Wave. And it's just such a great level. It has really fun ship section as well. Like, there's nothing to dislike about X-Step. Probably my favorite of the RobTop levels. And then we have Clutterfunk. Clutterfunk, I think that it was just made to be a big step up for all the people who, were playing these levels. I don't think it was made specifically to be fun or anything. So I don't really like Clutterfunk very much. It's not the worst thing in the world, so it's not going in D or E, but I think it belongs in C. Now, Theory of Everything. I don't really remember what Theory of Everything looks like a lot, but I don't think it's a terrible level either, so I'm just going in B. I think Theory of Everything is pretty cool, pretty big step up from all the other levels, which are poorly decorated. Then there's Electroman Adventures. I don't even remember what this one is, honestly, so I'll skip that for now. Then, Club Step. Club Step, trash, put it in E. Actually, no. E. Electrodynamics, E. Oh my gosh. I mean, Electrodynamics as a level isn't terrible, but I had an awful experience with it. Like, I don't know why, but I just couldn't beat it for some reason. It took me over 1,000 attempts to do. I was on 97 for probably a good 500 of them. So, just a painful level for me. Don't have a very good experience. Then we've got Hexagon Force, which I would put in an S, but the problem is the duel is very glitchy, so I think it's going to have to go in A. But it is a pretty good level nonetheless. I enjoy it quite a bit. I'm quite a fan of Hexagon Force. And then, blast processing. Now, I know this is probably an extremely unpopular opinion, but blast processing is just as bad as dry out and jumper. It's a terrible level, alright? If the wave was faster, maybe I would be less quick to put it in F tier. But the problem is, this level is an absolute snooze fest. Like, I literally yawned every time I got to the wave. And I wasn't even fake yawning. I was yawning, like, oh. It was disgusting. I was doing it to get all the coins. The moment it was over, I was like, yep, never play that again. It's going in F, alright? Say what you want to say. It's the most boring level RobTop created. At least with Jumper and Dry Out, I feel numb when I'm playing them. But with Blast Processing, I feel everything. So screw you, Blast Processing, and rot in hell. Alright, now I've got Theory of Everything too. Terrible level. F. It's the gameplay that I hate. Like, actually, I can't put it down here with these guys. E. Get an E, Blast. Theory of Everything. Because it's the gameplay that I hate. Memorization and orb gameplay. It's just not fun. It was invented with pain in mind. That's all orb memorization was made for. And orb timings. And not even being able to see the level. Terrible level. In E. Then actually, looking at this, I think I'm putting electrodynamics in D instead of E. And then we got Geometrical Dominator. I like it quite a bit. It's fun, especially the robot parts. I don't think it's good enough to go with X step in S tier, but I like the level quite a bit. It's a fun one. Then we have Deadlocked. You know, the only thing that doesn't make it worse in Theory of Everything is that it has wave sections, and wave is probably the most fun gameplay, but it also has a lot of memorization, which I absolutely despise. So I think that E is for all the demon levels. That's funny. Then Electroman Adventures and Finger Dash. Finger Dash is pretty fun. The song is just really bad, and it has spider gameplay and Dash Orb. Just 2.1 gameplay, which isn't very good, in my opinion. So I don't think I can put it any higher than C. That's where I'm going to put it. And I've beaten all the levels except for these three right here. Just by the way. And then Electroman Adventures. I think it's sort of coming back to me what it looks like. And honestly, pretty forgettable. I've forgotten what it looks like. So, C. That's where Electroman Adventures is going to stand. And this is my tier list. If you don't like it, I don't care. Don't tell me. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Bye.